Hey guys, today I'll discuss how to beat 420 mode in Five Nights at Freddy's 1. At first this may seem very intimidating, but once you know the strategy, it can be pretty easy to beat, and we're going to basically just show you how to beat this mode. Anyway, let's not waste any time and get into the tutorial. Each character has its own unique mechanics. We'll start off with discussing Bonnie and Chica. Bonnie and Chica have separate movement paths they will both take to eventually reach your door. When they are at your door, if you don't close the door within about 5 seconds, they will jump scare you on the next camera flip. If they get in your room, they will jam your door and not allow you to close it. They each have separate movement paths, and here's what their movement paths look like. Chica's is a lot more straightforward, while Bonnie can basically teleport. Now we get to the more complicated threats. The next animatronic we have is Freddy. Just like Bonnie and Chica, Freddy will start on the stage and progress his way to your office. But unlike Bonnie and Chica, he will never move back. He will only get closer, but you can stop him from getting to your office by looking at him on the cameras. If you look at his camera, it can stall him, and he will not be able to move. Just don't ever take your camera off him, because if you take your camera off him, he is pretty much guaranteed to move the next camera. When Freddy moves, it'll be indicated by his laughing sound. Once Freddy makes his way to Cam 4B, if you change cameras with the right door open, he will kill you. Make sure if you're going to change cameras, always close the right door before you change cameras. If you close the right door after you change cameras, you will still die even if you close the door before he jump scared you. Here's an example of what it looks like in game. And for the final and most difficult threat of the night, we have Foxy. Foxy will begin in Pirate's Cove and slowly progress throughout 4 stages. A stage where he is not visible, one where he is peeking his head out, one where he's getting ready to run to your office, and when he's gone. If he is in the gone stage, he is going to be running to your office through the left door. Clicking on Cam 2A will trigger him to run to the office at that moment, and you must close the left door before he gets there. When he does get to your office, he will steal some of your power, and he will steal progressively more power overnight. If you have too many Foxy attacks, it's basically GG's. Luckily, you can slow down his movements by a lot by flipping up cameras constantly. Although being on cams constantly does not completely stall him, it will make his movements very slow. You will need to occasionally check Foxy throughout the night. If you just keep flipping up cams the whole night, there's a good chance he will never even be able to get to your office. Alright, now we get to the important part of this guide, the strategy. How are you actually going to beat the mode? Well, there are other strategies out there that also work, but this is the strategy that I believe is the best. When you start the night, you're going to flip your camera down and immediately put your camera on camera 2B. For the first couple seconds of the night, just keep flipping up your camera constantly to stall Foxy. Bonnie and Chica can't get to your door that fast, and you will have a better chance of just stalling Foxy. After about 15 seconds of doing this, you can start doing a cycle between left door, camera, left door, camera. Keep repeating this. When you do flip up the cameras, you should see either Freddy or Chica in the cameras. The reason we don't check the right door is because Chica has to walk by Cam 4B in order to get to your office. Chica's right priority is above Freddy's, meaning even if they are both there, Chica will always be the character you see on cams. So Chica and Freddy can be in the same cameras, but Chica's sprite will always overlay Freddy's, meaning that if you check the camera and you see Chica, but Freddy isn't there, just know Freddy is there, just Chica's sprite is covering him. If you see Chica in this camera, just keep doing the left door camera until Chica goes away. Once Chica is gone, you can check the right door. If Chica is there, shut the door. If Chica is not there, then proceed to just keep going to left door camera. That is the basic strategy you'll be using throughout the night. Now there's a few other scenarios which I will cover now. Occasionally throughout the night, you will need to check on Foxy so you know his progress. We already discussed how to not die to Freddy while you do this. Before you check Foxy, close the right door, open cameras, quickly click Foxy's camera, then go back to Freddy's camera, and open the door again. However, if Foxy is in stage 4 or the gone stage, then you can quickly click on Cam 2A to trigger his movement and close the left door. After that, he will take a small amount of power, which does progressively get more, but he normally will not be able to attack more than once a night as long as you're flipping up cameras. That's how you're going to deal with Foxy throughout the night. Also, one more thing to note, his progress is a bit RNG based, and even if you are flipping up cameras, he can still move really fast if he decides to. But as long as you have average RNG, you should be fine. This is where a lot of new players will get mixed up, but it's not a big issue as long as you know how to deal with it. Occasionally, camera blackouts will happen, which is where the camera will break and just be a black screen for about 5 seconds. When this happens, you cannot tell where Chica is, which sounds like it's a problem, but it's really not. What you're going to have to do in this scenario is change up your strategy. You're going to, instead of left door camera, you're going to start doing left door camera, right door camera, left door camera, right door camera, until the camera goes back on. Now, a lot of new players will start doing left door camera again as soon as the cameras go back on. This is not what you want to do. Once the cameras go back on, to make sure Chica didn't move into the door, you're going to check the door one more time. There is a surprisingly high chance that Chica will have moved to the right door after a blackout. If you forget to check her camera and just go back to Bonnie's, you will most likely die. Now you know how to deal with everything. I will play a completion run and I will just basically commentate over the completion. You can watch and hopefully you'll be able to understand even more. Anyway, let's get into that. At the beginning of the night, I immediately switch to cam 4B and keep flipping up the cameras for about 10-ish seconds so I can stall Foxy. Because no one's at the door yet, we don't have to check any doors. Now we start our strategy of left door camera, left door camera, left door camera, until we see Chica in cam 4B. Chica has now entered cam 4B. We will keep flipping up the camera until Chica goes away. Remember, Chica's cam priority is above Freddy's, meaning if Chica is not in the camera, then that means she has left the camera. She could have either gone backwards or went into the window. If she's in the window, we need to close it immediately. So now we're going to check and see if she's there. In case you somehow didn't know, you can tell that Bonnie is in the door even if you have the door closed by looking at the shadow next to the door. Chica isn't always guaranteed to move from Cam 4B to the door. She can move backwards, and if she decides to do that, you can just ignore it. I will now do the first Foxy check. Just remember to close the right door before you check Foxy. Go back to Cam 4B and then open the door afterwards. Do it quickly to not waste much power. A camera blackout just occurred. When this happens, what you're going to want to do is to change your strategy to left door camera, right door camera, repeat. Remember, once the cameras go back on, to check the right door one more time for Chica so you don't die. Foxy has moved to stage 3. On his next successful movement, he will progress to stage 4, which is the gone stage. When he is gone, he will be running at your office. In this run, he never actually progressed to that stage, but just know if he did, you would click on cam 2A and then close the left door to make sure that he didn't kill you. And just like that, Five Nights at Freddy's 1 420 mode has been completed. There's a good chance you won't beat this first try, and if you don't, just remember to keep trying and not give up. I'm now going to play a full, unedited, no commentary run of Five Nights at Freddy's 1 420 mode. Follow along if you want, but you don't have to. It just might help.